Last week we sanded and scraped the bottom of the hull down to the gel coat, getting it ready for the bottom paint. We're really in a race against time to get all the repairs and upgrades done while the weather window is open. What's complicating everything is we just heard that the Greek lockdown may continue for another 2 weeks. So our opportunity to cross the Atlantic keeps on shrinking. We are so lucky to have our friend Luca helping us with just about everything on the boat to get it ready for an Atlantic crossing.
Hey, just a quick update of where we are today. We just finished, Kay and Luca did most of this work, but they put on a really nice coat of this highly aluminized sealant, epoxy sealant primer kind of stuff. I think it's from England. They put it on with rollers after we stripped all of the paint off down to the gel coat. We taped it off. A lot of the tape residue has come off on the boat, and you can kind of see if I go like that, it gets dirty. So that demonstrates there's adhesive all over the boat still. We also took all the pinstriping off, which we're going to replace with wider pinstripe. This was about 1 inch wide, and we want maybe 2 or 3 inches wide. So anyway, the bottom paint is going to go on over this tomorrow after this has a chance to dry a little bit more. We have some navy Hempel bottom coat paint we're going to put on, 3 coats. Between the hull and the keel, there was a little bit of a gap, and it wasn't quite at a 90-degree angle. So we filled that gap with some polyester or poly something. It's pretty hard right now, but we're going to sand that down tomorrow. Last week we met somebody that says that they could do our solar arch for us, which is excellent. He's the only person that we've seen or heard of in this area that can do stainless welding, so I'm pretty happy about that. Came out to the boat, I showed him the plans that I had drawn up for him. He said he could do it. We agreed on a price, which was an excellent price, so I'm really happy about that. He said it would take 2 weeks, which is again excellent, so that gives us time to install the solar arch, put the panels on it, and then we can get across the Atlantic. We've been working several weeks non-stop. It's time for us to go take a break and see what's around us. Our first stop is going to be the Corinth Canal. It's only about 10 kilometers away. It looks really cool. The problem is, I don't like that much height, but let's go look anyway. Okay, this just looks like a normal bridge. The bridge that Kay's walking across actually lowers itself into the water so that boats can travel over the top of it through this end of the south part of the canal out to the sea. Okay, so that's cool, but it doesn't look like it's very high. Where's all the height that you just talked about? Well, it's coming. Just hold on.
What?
Okay.
What?
You're on camera.
Hello!
Hey! This is largely something that I don't want to look at from here, nor do I want to be on anymore.
On the bridge, you mean?
No.
Okay.
I don't like it here.
Bridge number 3.
Bridge number 3.
This is the footbridge. No cars. Although a motorcycle did just go over it.
It was authorized. Oh, the guardrail on this is even worse. I don't like this already, Kay.
Okay, you don't have to come out.
Oh my God. It's barely anything to hold me onto the bridge.
Just stay in the middle, Guy.
My God.
Oh,
these are big
goodness.
water pipes right next to us. You can hear water going through.
Right.
Holy sh! I don't like this. Kate charges ahead. What if you trip? Oh God, I'm gonna throw up.
How would I trip? I mean, I walk like this every day, you know, like this. Ooh, it's chilly. bunker-looking building. Guy, what are those?
Yeah, they look like guardhouses.
Really odd. Yeah, they do.
One there, one there.
I would be more nervous as the person who was operating the whatever equipment made that flat spot. I wouldn't want to be the guy on that truck. So
yeah, look at that with a bulldozer.
Yeah.
To make that flat spot.
Yeah, imagine being the one driving that.
Oh, this is seriously not my favorite place in the world.
You said that several times. So cold.
Oh my God, this is so weird because this rail is literally lower than my hip is. I will be glad to get off of this bridge. Day 2 of painting bottom coat. So they put on this color yesterday, which is not the color we ordered, but we could not return it because all of Athens is closed right now, so we're just gonna have to go with it. But Kay's in her bunny suit. She's looking pretty good. Kay's putting on the 3rd coat of paint. Okay. How you doing?
Good. I'm excited. It's the last coat.
How are you, Luca?
Fine, fine.
Okay. A couple days ago, the frame for our solar arch was delivered, and unfortunately the welder, though I had given him the designs that I wanted, made up his own design for our solar arch, which is kind of disappointing. So right now we're pinched in between. Do we use the design that he came up with for our solar arch, which would get us across the Atlantic with solar panels, or do I tell him no and either ask for a refund or ask him to try to refabricate the solar arch, which could jeopardize us having solar panels for the crossing. So we're kind of caught in between those two things. Right now, I'm leaning towards just using his design. It seems functional, it seems strong enough. It's just not what I wanted. I'm curious what other people would do in this situation. You want to cross the Atlantic and you have a timeline, but the delivery of something that you wanted custom made isn't what you wanted. And in fact, the fabricator came up with his own design. So what would you do in this situation? I think what we're leaning towards is using the design and what he's built already. I don't want to jeopardize us not having solar panels in place when it's time to cross the Atlantic if the COVID lockdown is released and we can get back on the water. If it's not released, then again we're stuck here for another length of time until they take away the lockdown. But either way, given the timeline that we have right now, I think we're going to try and use what he's got and maybe ask for a few fundamental changes to them. While Kay's downstairs painting, I've been doing some of the electrical work inside. I thought I'd show you how I get to where I need to work. I get it. Doing more wiring projects today. Just for starters, you can see the helm station's all torn apart still. I'm finding wires like this that seem to go nowhere, but it's pretty much a mess. You can see there's cables that end. There's a Ethernet cable, the gray one there, just goes to nowhere. There's more power cables just end to nothing. Here's all the wires I pulled out of the nav station area today that are useless or we're not using, or wasn't plugged into anything. It was just abandoned wire. So that's pretty good haul for the day. You'll notice in this first clip that our welder Tassus has a welding mask on. As the day continued to wear on, the mask disappeared and he kept welding with no face protection at all. I've done a bit of welding in my time, but no way would I ever attempt to do welding without a face shield and eye protection. I don't recommend this. When it rains, it pours. Today we had our solar arch delivered and it's being welded in place right now. We had our mainsail from Doyle delivered, and we also had our new running rigging delivered. So it's a very exciting day here.
I'm completely exhausted, and it's not because I was super busy today. It's because we had, I think, every technician and helper here today. The morning we started off with Vasas, who, if you can see, our new solar arch is being installed. He did some spot welding, and we'll come back and finish it off. So that was an all-day process, and super excited about that. Huh? Yeah, this is a little mishap. Not, well, yeah, to be expected, but this didn't happen up there, but down on the stairs, there was a little bit of a minor fire. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And please leave your comments and questions. We love to hear from you.
Thank you, and we'll see you next video. Bye. Today I finished up my 2-part COVID haircut given to me by my wife, who can't stop looking at her work.
All the mistakes I need to correct.